Welcome once again to Mearachd, episode 4.
The Racist Steven edition.
Nobody heard anything that happened between the break.
This quality White Wolf product is not endorsing this.
Actually, I'll have you know that White Wolf heavily endorses racial segregation in their clans.
Oh, yes.
Only until recently have they decided to change their mind, which is why the Ravnos and the Giovanni don't exist anymore.
Well, that wasn't a stereotype at all, the Giovanni.
All right. So, who remembers where we left off last week?
I took a lot of notes.
Well, go ahead then.
No, go for it.
All right. So the party had decided that we were not going to put Erasmus in any position where he was going to get anything less than stellar grades. So we met together as a team to address this particular issues, my grades and how they are important to me. As a team, we rallied around that. We came up with some really great plans, throwing plant bombs, summoning eagles, memorizing spells. And then we went out and we did missions to get that. We got, I forgot, a Wand of Spark. We got Barding for the Wolf. And I know we did something else. I know we got
went foraging for weeds in the forest, and we beat up a bat that was attacking us.
Oh, yes, that COVID bat. We killed that COVID bat.
We did.
And then we went and we had our combat with the mechanical men or clockworks, and we were victorious. However, noted that I was not offering enough commands, if any. And so I'll have to work on that. And then I was going to take us all out to a moderately priced Applebee's style restaurant to celebrate, like a good coach.
We got like an A-.
That sounds like a very self-centered recap there, buddy.
Right. You didn't even mention the delicious breakfast that...
We discovered that breakfast was a good part, and a member of the party went at great lengths to provide us with a breakfast.
A member of the party.
I can't see your character's name.
Nikolai.
Let me see if I can see it.
And Hadhup, the goblin, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Nikolai made us a lovely breakfast. What's that?
You left off the part where you first went off to sulk by yourself because you were so upset by your B-.
I believe that was called reflection. We elves like to call it reflection. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the point is, I'm on my way to good grades, and we're going together as a team, and that's how I surmise things.
I think
Perhaps
there was
a different
an
point of
important.
view. What's that?
Yeah, you left out how Niev sent the wolf to go fetch Trent. That was awesome.
Oh, that you're right, and I do apologize. Niev sent the wolf to go find Trent, who could not find us, and we that was pretty awesome that the wolf did that. But about my grades, because really this is what is important here. But anybody else like to add?
He got an A-. Did I mention that? Because
Yes,
I'm pretty proud of that. That professor is very tough on his grading scale, so that's pretty good.
So, we're getting there. We're getting to a level of excellence, which I think we can strive for.
The professor was both shocked and impressed, except with Erasmus, because he wasn't really leading us.
Yet we still won.
Yep, because of all of our preparations.
And we became stronger. It was almost like we were ascending to another level.
And we were better than all the other teams because none of them won.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to think we formed a super Zord with,
No.
What?
No. No super, mega, or ultra.
Okay.
About epic.
No.
Actually,
the other thing
Ultra
I brought up,
instinct.
we do need to come up with a name and slogan. A name and motto. All the good adventuring groups do this.
Well, that is your next assignment that you are given. So after class is wrapping up and you guys are given your grades for the class, you're informed that an important part of really truly feeling like a group beyond realizing that you can work together and you can overcome obstacles, is finding something to identify yourselves as a team together by. And you will be graded by efficacy of name. So the worse the name, the worse the grade. And the name should showcase what you are as a group, what your focus is, and where you are going.
I'm very confused. How are you judging this name objectively?
I've been doing this for longer than you've probably been alive, young lady. Or, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry. I forgot you weren't Pax. I've been doing this for longer than you've been alive, young man. Get it together.
I know. I'm a little concerned about your cognitive health, though, if you're misgendering me. I mean, most people wouldn't. Okay, well...
Listen, it's been a long day. I've had to deal with a bunch of you asking me this silly question. I assure you, I always do things objectively. I am one of the highest professors here. And
highest,
yes. There are no other professors that have been here for as long or done as much as I have.
And love that reggae as much as he does.
Do you have anything else you want to bother me about?
What are your thoughts about alternative spell components for light spell? You know, I've been thinking about ones for darkness, but if you
That's not what I'm here for. Go teach. Go to your actual wizardry class and talk to them there.
Well, you asked.
True.
Okay. So we got to come up with a name and a motto, or just a name?
Just a name.
All right. Well, I want to go with the A+ squad.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue, though.
No, and it sounds a little overly aspirational.
No, it's reality.
A good name has maybe one or two, words. It's short but descriptive.
Trent's Minions.
Definitely not.
No one's picking that.
Trent probably would pick that, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's picking it.
Wait, how about this one? The Avengers.
Oh my god.
What are we avenging?
I don't know.
The death
What
of
do
my
people
sister.
avenge?
So, at that, Niev looks over at Nikolai and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did your sister really die?"
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
About this.
I didn't realize that your sister had really died. I'm sorry.
How would I make that up?
I don't know.
What was your sister's name?
Sarah.
So we can't call ourselves the Avengers of Sarah, huh?
No.
Oh. Works a good human interest angle or hobgoblin interest angle.
So what do
I
we
get a
have
whole
in
bunch
common?
of inside D&D joke names I want to name us, like Friends of Asarak, or fuck you, Elminster.
Andor's Champions.
I'll give you an A+ for fuck you, Elminster. I would also accept fuck you, Drizzt.
Yeah, oh man.
Bonus points for Sons of Narthlahotep.
Yes. S-O-N-s for the sons of Narthlahotep. Oh my god! So everybody's cool with Sons of Narthlahotep? Everybody knows Narthlahotep?
Sure.
Yep, I do.
That will not
Good
actually
guy,
work.
right? It'll work.
Fun as that would be.
I really thought
That's
guys
what
in
it would
that
be
game
in our
would've
Call of Cthulhu game.
You were gonna summon him. I can feel it happening.
I was so close that one combat. At the
I know.
very least,
I'm like-
summoning a lesser minion of him.
I was like, I could just put that right spell in there. He's ready to cast that shit. He's ready to go for broke. We'll end this adventure now. Oh, man.
How about Heroes of Mearachd?
Sounds a little self-congratulatory.
Well, we do want to have a name that has presence. I'm not against Heroes of Mearachd. How about the
Mearachd.
Avengers of Mearachd?
The Avengers of. But what's happened to Mearachd that we need to avenge it?
It's fallen on hard times. So I did the whole glasses thing. See?
What's
Accentuates.
the name of the university?
It is the University at Mearachd. I'm sorry, the University of Shishat at Mearachd.
Ooh, how about
With online courses available.
how about the Shishat's Chosen?
Nope.
Nope. Nope. As much as I
You can
shot that.
You could feel an arrow want to pierce the back of your head by some ranger in the building.
Yeah. There's some real Shishat devotees that are really not gonna like that name.
We could call ourselves Shishat's My Homegirl.
She's not.
I feel like if we pick a good name, it'd be something that we could short to something punchy.
Yeah. We don't want it to get too, like, wordy.
No, you want it to be epic.
Yes.
Nice callback.
All right. So, what did he say we were supposed to be looking for? Where we wanted to go with the name, and then what else? Where we started from? Is that what he said?
It needs to speak to what you're doing, what your goal is, where you're going. And also be representative of what you are.
Excuse me.
So in his example, he talks about other groups. There's like the Revengers, a group of people who are out to like, get something back for somebody else. There's the Alpha Team. They claim they're the most elite fighters that the country's ever seen, and they go around solving problems for people as they come up. Their names represent something about themselves. They also help to push the idea of the group forward, and as well as like mentioning where they're going. When the Revengers come, that they're there to help you with a problem of someone wronging you. It's built into the name. If you're too indirect about your name, people will wonder what you do.
The
Thieves
Spell
Guild.
Slingers.
I don't
Didn't
think
hear
any
you.
of us are thieves, are we? She kind of gives Trent a pointed look.
The Blithering Mass of Indecision.
It doesn't really feel aspirational enough.
Strive a little higher.
BMOI? Blithering Mass Indecision?
Yes.
We could be the goats.
There's always there's always actors of Aravos.
No, that sounds like a very bad thing to name yourself after.
Yeah, who would want to have anything
Other
to do
things-
with this Aravos?
Other things chat has offered up is Victor's Chosen.
What is the Thursday game called again?
Conscripted. And the Wednesday game is Clinical Theurgy, both at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You should check them out.
Freers of the Conscripted.
That they're in a
Playful-
different country.
The playful Pegusi.
I don't.
You know what? That would be good if we were like druids. You know what I mean? But I feel like if we were all druids, I would be all about the playful Pegasus.
Well, that was a chat suggestion.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like 3 of us care about nature and animals, but 2 of you, I don't know.
Sorry.
It's not that I don't care about nature and animals. It's just that, you know, there's nature and there's animals.
Dan, Dan offers up Candor's TPK backup plan.
Well, if we want to be an animal-based group, I'm thinking the party animals.
Oh my gosh.
It's not really aspirational.
Yeah, it
I've
is.
met a lot of people that is definitely aspirational.
The compost kings.
The wolves,
The wolves and stags.
the stags. Take that for what it's worth. The prongs. We could get Latin, the ungulates. Well, where do we see ourselves going?
The university.
Maybe we should make a list of what our goals are.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to start this. What are some goals that you have?
Oh, most epic party that this university has ever seen. Party animals it is. Nobody else had a goal.
The valedictorians.
I mean, personally, I just want to protect those that cannot protect themselves, as well as, obviously, you know, learn what I need to learn so that I can effectively help my people.
And that's great. And I'm not against it, but naming ourselves something like the Protectors means that we need to roll into that. So is that a choice?
I'm just telling you what my personal goal is so that hopefully we can come to some sort of consensus.
Mhm. Oh, I agree.
We
And
could be the diplomats.
do we have the charisma for that? I feel like it's the charisma and
Oh.
the connections.
Yeah. I don't know if that's part of our skill set.
I don't think this party is going to do well with that. So, you like stuff? I'm into reading.
Well, let's stick on this goal thing. So what is everybody's goal? We've got 2 goals from everybody so far. What about the other 3 of you?
Which 2 of us gave goals? Was it mine as valedictorian? Because that was.
Oh, I didn't realize that was what you were saying was valedictorian
Yeah.
was your goal. Okay, so we need 2 more goals from people.
I mean, I want to be able to learn spells and skills that will help me outside university.
The adventurers.
But how do you want that to help you? Like, what is that going to help you in doing, in achieving?
I mean, I'll better be able to help people who don't have the resources to do it themselves.
Okay. And how about Constag?
Mine's dumb in comparison.
Nonsense.
There's no wrong answers.
Yeah, we're. I'm actually gearing toward the Protectors because I kind of like that. Because I feel like you could market that on shirts, even though this is the wrong character.
How about the peppy protectors?
That's wrong.
Yeah, I can't commit to that. I can't commit to that adjective.
The protectors for money.
Comstock,
think
what's your
is-
goal?
Protectors with a $sign for the S.
Yup, done.
This sounds like Ryan J's favorite crew.
The spirited protectors? I feel like we're all pretty spirited.
Protectors of knowledge.
The parasites.
Well, it doesn't matter exactly what we're protecting. We all can protect our own thing.
That's actually a great name for a team of villains. Parasites with a $sign at the end of it.
I feel like they would be
Onslaught,
like a
what's
bunch
your
of
goal?
CEOs.
Oh, nice. Nice. We got a lot of woodland power going on, right? We got 2 druids, a magus, a witch, a really good class, and then so there's a lot of like woodlands, kind of like
2 out of 3, or 2 out
Yeah.
of 5, rather.
2 out of 5. Well, isn't a witch kind of like, I don't picture a witch in a city.
Witches can get their powers from a number of different sources. So a witch doesn't necessarily have to be, you can be sort of urban, you can be sort of outdoorsy, you can be sort of like undergroundsy.
Yeah, I don't see Tom's character. I don't see Trent as undergroundsy or as.
I mean, he might think he's underground, but more in the way that hipsters think they're underground.
I like the Seekers, that one from chat as well. That one sounds pretty good.
How about the Seekers of Knowledge? The
That's-
Secrets of Spells.
Also out of chat.
Yep, that was the other suggestion, was Seekers or Seekers of Knowledge.
How about the spell components?
The Shishot spellcasters.
We could be something to do with light, since you like that spell so much.
How about the Wily Alacrious? Oh God, I had a whole thing and I forgot the middle word. Wily Alacrious casters. Then we could be the wackos. Wily Alacrious casters of spells. The wackos.
Trying too hard.
Sometimes you gotta get the silly out of the way to get to the. So Seekers is seeming good. So
I think we should just call our team the We Showed Up.
The Seekers of Snacks.
oh, I'm worried about the branding image, but it's not untrue.
And it's short for SOS, so we help people.
We're the son of Sam.
No, it sounds like we're the ones in need of help.
I was gonna say, if we show up with the Seekers of Snacks, people are gonna be like, "You're not here to eat all our food, are you?"
You could be the sneakers of snacks, and then you're just people who go to the movie theater all the time.
They'll never stop watching us in the cafeteria, seeing if we're
What if
sneaking
we're-
snacks out of the cafeteria.
What if instead we're the protectors of snacks? That way they aren't concerned about us, but
EOS.
it's still
That's not a
snack
great
related.
acronym.
Put the acronym on all your
Ourselves needing
your
to be
shirts.
saved.
I love Protectors of Snacks until that moment. I was ready for it, and I'm like, "Oh, POS, damn, the name is so good too."
Except, like, is that what we're trying to get out of being in university? Protecting snacks? Like,
Are you
Oh, we
not?
call ourselves the Paladins.
I don't think.
I think
none of
that's
us-
pretty accurate.
None of us are paladins.
Did you imagine? Are you guys the Paladins? Yeah. Where are the Paladins? We're the Paladins. I don't see any Paladins.
So you mean like together you are all equivalent to a paladin, or?
I found a sword somewhere. Does that count?
Nikolai uses a scimitar. That's
Yeah.
kind of like it.
Let's piss off certain creatures. Let's call ourselves the Red Dragons and see how long before something gets mad.
Hey, there are no dragons, so
Oh, there are no dragons?
there are no dragons. There are no dragons.
Oh, okay.
Do we
Oh,
know
man,
of dragons
Defenders
in
of
the
No,
Dragons.
no one knows of dragons. Dragons do not exist. The concept of dragon isn't a known thing. Dragons are not things.
The
I mean, what do
Circle
you
of
guys
Friends.
want to do with your lives? It's not about snacks, I assume.
I think the protectors, just the protectors, would be good. We
I want
each
to
have
invent a
something
new
worth
spell.
protecting.
And revolutionize spell components. Get high grades.
Level 20. That's the team name.
That's a great goal. You know what? And the next time I form a band, if we don't use it, I'm calling it. I'm gonna propose level 20 because I like that. That's solid.
Protectors of life.
Why do we have to be the protectors?
But if there's some really cool undead we meet, they're not really doing anything. You know what I mean? They're not being all that evil. We can't help them out because we're the protectors of life. Sorry, Reformed Dampier. You're shit out of luck.
It also
Niev?
sounds very anti-choice.
Oh, yeah.
What
I
is
didn't
it?
think about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's
No, I don't
awesome.
want that either.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, so be protectors of death.
The protectors of...
And then you can sing about the youth of the nation.
We could be the
That's-
protectors of freedom.
Oh god, that sounds like a white nationalist group.
Yeah, it does.
It absolutely does.
No, we're just protecting your freedom to go get haircuts.
Oh,
Nah, I
Lord.
mean it would fit on theme for the episode as started. So, I mean,
Oh, man. There's no way. I'm not doing protectors of freedom.
No.
No. I feel that name. It's attracting the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Nature's Promise. That's good.
Nature's
It sounds
promise.
like a cult.
Isn't that a line?
Like where
of,
everyone dies.
organic food?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, isn't that something you buy at like the Whole
yeah,
Foods or something?
I was immediately thinking of old people. Yeah, with it. So,
I mean, only if we're going to go into organic produce.
At
Yeah.
Nature's Promise, we ensure that you always get the finest organic oats or grain, whatever or grain.
We're growing a bunch of organic food. I don't see the problem.
I'm actually pretty sure we have some Nature's Promise stuff in the pantry.
You don't.
Which is a shame. We need to go to the store now and get some Nature's Promise.
there may be a cool spell name we can name ourselves after. I'm about to look that up.
The Hidden Valley Ranchers.
What is
No.
what is Constog's goal?
She's been avoiding it.
Yeah, I asked her like 4 fucking times.
To follow her sister. She
No.
succeeded at her goal.
Nobody speak until Comstock says her goal.
It's not fair. It's not like it's gonna help us anyways.
Well, but you deserve to be heard, and we'd like to know.
And not only that, we kind of, feed off one another. So maybe you say something and it gives another person an idea.
We're parasites. I mean, no, we're
$. Sign.
dollar sign.
Undetectable alignment. That should be our name.
Well, then it has to be explosive runes.
I don't know. I'm partial to the Blade Barrier. If
Oh,
you're gonna
God.
choose a spell. But that would be my team if we were all like fighter types. Nothing gets by the
Purest
Blade Barrier.
facade. That's my new vote is purest facade.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna propose simulacrum because it just rolls off the tongue. We're simulacrum. What?
Sounds like a band.
I'm surprised it's not a metal band name.
Yeah.
I'm front simulacrum. So we got
Defenders of
Seekers and
Truth.
Protectors. That's 2 names who go there, but we're supposed to be waiting for another party member's goal.
Plundered power.
Yeah, y'all started talking when we were all supposed to be quiet until Comstock talked, and so Comstock just didn't talk.
All right,
Drinkers of the Dew.
here I'm mute
That-
until I hear Constock.
That sounds more like an illicit club name.
Yeah, I immediately regretted that about 30 seconds later. I was hoping it would just kind of fade out into nothing after I'd said it, but I realized like, oh, that's not good.
What's your goal?
Something dumb.
One of the wait staff here at this banana flies.
That sounds like a delicious place to eat the banana flies.
I don't understand why people eat at Applebee's. And the first two things that came to mind were the vegetable banana, and I was like, I needed insect, and flies was what came to mind.
Oh, that's so good.
I don't want to keep this as the name. No,
Do they
I
throw
don't
bananas
either.
across the room
No.
to see if they fly?
How about butterflies?
Oh god.
Banana butterflies?
Sure. The
No.
body is made out of a banana.
Ooh, I actually
Hey, guys.
like this one. Forceful hand.
Ooh.
No.
That sounds
has
like
some-
something Trump would say on the podium. Then I gave her the first full hand.
Oh wow.
All right, foretell failure. Then let's go ahead and go. Just name.
How about
So what do the server at Banana Flies have to say?
She's just curious as to why everyone is suddenly so quiet over at this table. She comes over and says, "Is everything okay? You all suddenly got very quiet."
Oh, yes, we're just waiting on. We're sharing dreams, and we're just waiting on one of our party here to share hers.
Oh. Perhaps I should help.
well, this is bad. The waitress at Banana Flies is like, man, you guys are stuck.
Go on, it's okay. You can say it. Banana Flies is a safe space. His name is terrible.
With a name like Banana Flies, it has to be.
I'm gonna write home, dear Dad, invest in Banana Flies. It's going someplace. Restaurant of the future.
Aura of cannibalism.
Banana Flies is in my notes. It's the official name now.
I just want to real quick point out another spell that sounds like a really badass band name. Obscure Poison.
Oh god.
Guys, alright, we're Obscure Poison!
Oh god. We perform Motley Crue songs, even though we look like members of the band Poison. Cloud Kill.
Alright,
The
let's
Seekers of Knowledge.
let's take a
Well,
really
that was I had proposed that. So that's our we've gotten 2 for that one, but that's it. I mean,
You'll be the socks?
Sure.
sure. That's the least objectionable acronym we've had so far.
Alright, Constog, what about this goal that you promised everyone you were gonna tell?
I didn't promise anyone that I was gonna tell it.
The waitress is waiting expectantly for your answer.
While she's doing that, I'm like going like, can I get the sweet potato fries?
She'll write it down.
Fine. You really want to know what it is?
Yes, we do.
I want to write.
Oh, like books?
Yeah.
That's a good goal. It's not dumb at all.
Many people will buy books on adventure stories. They're very popular chapbooks in almost every campaign. So that's fantastic.
I just didn't think it would help us come up with a name.
Better to try.
Speak.
You know, the thing of it is that it may not necessarily help us come up with a name, but it's good to put words to what you want to do.
Plus, we can all help you with the writing and make the book super juicy. Instant bestseller.
Release the hounds.
Release the hounds.
Yeah, we're the hounds, man.
Mordenkainen's disjunction.
I think you guys should be called unprepared combatant.
Yep.
We're picking spells here.
That's
I just showed up this way.
Yeah, man, I'm looking at all these spells. Oh, monkey fish, that's the one. Right there.
The Fellowship of Knowledge.
Repel vermin.
I always picture little rats like on ropes, like jumping down things for repel vermin.
Team Edward.
No.
Team Edward.
No.
All right.
What?
Yeah, I'll
No.
take that one. Let's
Get
go.
out.
Get out.
Don't actually. You'll throw off all the cameras, please.
Neutral buoyancy.
Team Edward. That's like being Team Dean. No way. Sorry. Ugh.
So you all know each other's goals. So what do those goals have in common?
They're all stated by us.
Very good. There you go. You get an A
Yeah, I'm the brains.
for
All right.
obviousness.
Heroes Defiance. That's the one.
I don't hate it. Heroes Defiance.
What does the spell do?
I don't know. Let me see. It's a paladin level 1 spell. The instant before you are reduced to 0 or fewer hit points, you can expend a use of your Lay on Hands ability to heal yourself as if you had used Lay on Hands, plus an additional 1d6 hit points. If it brings your hit point total above 0 hit points, you do not fall and may continue to act.
It's a pretty good spell.
I like Heroes Defiance.
Oh, remember how your teacher is judging you.
Do we?
How
want
does
to-
that
I mean,
symbolize what you all represent?
Yeah.
Because we're not your average heroes. We defy the stereotype.
It would be the Defiant Heroes. Then would be the more accurate name if that we're going with that.
Well, we could be
Oh, no.
protection from evil. I don't know. Heroes
Yeah,
Defiance,
sure.
I
I'll
think, is
go
like
with protection from people. That one's fine with me.
I feel like Heroes Defiance is one of the better ones that we've gotten.
I'm running through things in my mind.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to sell Heroes Defiance to the professor to get us a good.
I don't
grade,
think
so.
I don't think we ourselves. Maybe Nikolai. You know, got the like umph to pull off the Defiant name brand.
The Defiant name brand.
You know what I mean? I feel like they'd be like, "Are you Defiant?" And I would go out of knee-jerk reaction, "No, who's he?" And then it would just not work.
You know what? I don't want to buy a Defiant toaster.
It always toasts in its own way. It's crazy.
Hungry
We defy the forces of evil and complacency and
man.
pigheadedness.
Do you have any ideas, Comstock?
Konstag.
Konstag. I don't know. I just want to call everybody by their squad names.
I don't know, I kind of fell back into the whole protectors and guardians thing, but of hope. Because we all have, like, hopes and dreams.
I like that too.
Trent pukes.
So protectors of hopes or guardians of hopes?
Guardians of Hope would work.
Guardians of the Hope? It's so close, but not too far from an important and wonderful name.
I want something actually cool sounding.
Like the Super Friends?
Yep.
Why did the professor have to give us such a hard assignment? It's making me miserable.
Yeah, why couldn't he just assign us names? Like, he assigned us
Guardians,
group.
Guardians of all things.
Group A, your name is Group A.
And we're goat.
Yes, greatest of all
Except
time.
We're not all things. We just killed things, so we're clearly not guarding them.
Yeah, what about that? What about that creature you left out in the woods to die? Did you guardian that, huh?
We were guarding the town against diseases.
Yeah,
Oh.
that COVID-19 bat wasn't fucking cool.
You didn't test it to see if it had COVID.
I could see it in its eyes.
Students for Peace and Justice. That was the club we had in high school.
It doesn't
What
have
kind
any
of
troublesome
hippie club was that?
acronyms.
I was in 2 clubs, the Alternative Music Club and the Dungeons and Dragons Club. Those are the only clubs I've had.
Oh, I did mock trial and Spanish and knitting.
Slave to sin. That's the spell we're gonna name ourselves after, I think. Smug narcissism. What does that spell?
It's an incredible band name.
Smug
think-
narcissism.
Guys, I got a good name. The Pathfinder
You're
Society.
You cause your targets to become overwhelmed by its own importance, talents. Oh my god, man. You make somebody become like incredibly smug and narcissist. Nice.
The Pathfinders.
The Pathfinders. Yeah. 2.0.
Crime of opportunity.
Man, I've officially defeated the party.
I know.
This is worse.
I am
than
such a powerful GM, I don't even need to use combat.
Well, we had a name, but then you're like, well, what would the professor think? And then we didn't have it anymore.
Yeah, well,
couldn't
you
sell
guys
it.
have to
Remember
sell
what
it.
that name was.
Heroes Defiance.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't like that.
It was Hope's Defiance, I thought. Or
Oh,
no, it was
No,
Heroes,
Heroes Defiance was
That's
the
You
right.
first
wanna be
one.
Hope's Defiance, yeah.
I defy hope!
That's a bit dramatic.
Could be
Yeah.
real corny and be Heroes for Hope.
Major curse.
That's what this
As in,
assignment feels
when
like.
the enemies see us, they throw out a major curse.
Ugh. That was my suggestion for you guys.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The coughs.
All right, here's the dancing spells that I think that we should name ourselves after one of those for the party.
And on that note, let's take a short break. Maybe a short recess will help clear your minds and get that
Did we do
get those
spell
thinking
seeker?
juices working.
No, I'm not doing the SS. I'm sorry. I just looked at that on the sheet and saw the SS.
And on that, we'll
No,
most
no, no.
certainly be back.